Let's say there is a small company which has only a few amount of data and therefore they manage everything using one server. A small data team in that company uses SQL and Microsoft Power BI to make dashboards and take insights to improve the business. And it actually worked. The company starts getting more customers, more products are being produced, and more transactions are happening every second. Slowly, the data starts becoming very big, with tables containing millions of rows and thousands of columns. And now, when they try to process the data for making the dashboards, that computer starts lagging and is slowing down. So, the team uses Apache Hadoop, which allows distributed storage, meaning that the data is split into chunks and processed parallelly through multiple computers. But then the team starts facing another problem. It's not fast enough because it uses read and write operations on disk. So they switch to Apache Spark, which works much faster because it handles the operations on memory instead of depending completely on disk. But again, a new problem arises. Sometimes some computers overload and stop working and should be replaced. So now the team has to manage scaling, fault tolerance, cloud infrastructure, clusters, and configuring the environment, which becomes too hard to manage. So they use a platform called Databricks that runs on Spark, and in the background, a separate team manages all the scaling, fault tolerance, infrastructure, clusters, and so on. Now, the data team can focus on making data pipelines and what really matters. But Databricks used a concept called data lake, where millions of data of different structures and formats are stored for processing. But to make BI solutions, we need structured and clean data, which is possible with a data warehouse, but data warehouses were expensive to maintain. So Databricks came up with a new concept called data lakehouse. It had both the data warehouse features and the cheap storage of a data lake. Because of this, BI developers are now able to use SQL native environments in Databricks and make dashboards at large scale. But companies also follow data regulations and security rules, and they allow only certain people to have access to the data. So Databricks also introduced something called Unity Catalog. This allowed cybersecurity and governance teams to join and work in Databricks and manage permissions properly. But then companies wanted to use AI in their business. So Databricks also introduced AI features called Mosaic AI, which allowed AI teams to join and make ML models, LLMs, generative AI, and AI agents faster using the same data. And that's how Databricks became one of the leading data and AI platforms in the world.